Wagwan traders, yeah, the traders here again. Alright, so I changed it up this morning, guys. So the news has been coming in fast and furious since the past couple of days, and the news actually breaks around 9 a.m. So I um, purposefully did not create this video, my usual early morning 8 or 7:30. So I wanted to see if there was another breaking news before I actually create the video, guys, because I don't want it appears that I'm always a day late. So let's see what breaking news came out yesterday. So let's pop into Yahoo Finance here. So this came out yesterday. Mullen Automotive accelerates implementation of its solid state polymer battery technology to integrate with the Class 1 EV cargo van. All right, so let's dive in and see what they're speaking about. So they're saying the solid state battery technology will offer customers the longest range commercial EVs available today. Mullen will begin testing the solid state polymer battery technology in test vehicles on US roads in Q4 of 2023. And let's go further down, see what's happening. So, Class 1 commercial EV cargo vans to be outfitted with Mullen solid state polymer battery, increasing current range from 110 miles to more than 200 miles on a single charge. That's big, big news, guys. The first Class 1 EV cargo van tests vehicles with this solid state polymer technology will hit the roads for testing by Q4 2023. So, guys, this is great news. As I said, for the past couple of days, we have good news coming out. We had news coming out with regards to the LAX pilot program that has been successful, the deliveries to UNC, so we have good things coming out with regards to Mullen. Also, you may not be aware, but I did a little bit of research here. So, if you take a look at Bollinger website, it's pretty neat here. They have, nice pictures of, the team and all of that stuff. If you look at the job link, so anyone can Google this. This is what is currently happening at Bollinger Motors in terms of the open positions. So this was just yesterday. Associate buyer, recently, supply chain director, service manager, commercial vehicles, supplier, quality engineer, electrical, CAD designer, mechanical engineer lead, senior advanced manufacturer engineer, HLLV system engineer, electrical engineer lead, chief engineer. So this is all recent openings for Bollinger Motors, and as you know, Mullen has bought out Bollinger Motors. So if we take a look at what's happening at Mullen, so I went to this is the Glassdoor site, and you basically just pull up whatever company you want to see what's happening in terms of open positions. So they have quite a number of positions that are recently open, guys. But let's take a look at what came out in the last, maybe 7 days. I don't want to go through all of them. So the last 7 days, exterior body product engineer, SQE, supply quality engineer manager, senior dimensional engineer interior, senior dimensional engineer body, senior dimensional engineer closure, senior dimensional engineer exterior. So these are a lot of positions that Mullen is currently looking at filling. So this, I think, it's a matter of Mullen ramping up to get ready for the market, guys. So from what I'm seeing, this is all good news. So let's see what has been happening with the stock. So as you can see, let's zoom in a bit here. So as you can see, Mullen, it basically fell 2 days ago from 13, the area of 13 cents, fell all the way down to around the 10-cent level. And look at what it's doing, guys. It gave a little pop up yesterday up to the 11.50, came back down, but it's still holding steady, guys. It is holding steady. So what's happening with Mullen here? So usually I would take a look and see what the overall market is saying and look at the comps. So let's take a peek at that. So Mullen in Yahoo Finance, Mullen fell 4+ % yesterday. Pre-market, it's basically flat. The overall market was flat for TSX, fell for the S&P 500, fell 0.5% for the Dow. In terms of the market cap, it fell because we're hovering around the 250. Now we are falling down to 223. So, a lot of fear coming in. In terms of the volume was higher than average. So the volume was at 255 million compared to the average of 247. And in terms of the comps are not showing here on Yahoo Finance. So what I'll do, I'll switch back to my chart. So usually we look at the other EVs to see how they are doing. So let's take a look at Lucid. Lucid basically in maybe a consolidating pattern over the last 2 days. Let's take a look at NEO. NEO, guys, disappointing in terms of what happened here. It pushed up 3 days ago, and it has been falling since. So compared to Mullen, NEO is doing not as well. At least Mullen has been flat for yesterday. If we take a look at Tesla hit the 208 past couple of days, came down, and it's trending downwards, guys. So let's switch back to Mullen. So I think overall Mullen is doing even better than the other EVs. The only difference with Mullen is that, if it drops a cent, it's a bigger percentage change. That's the only difference with it. But overall, in terms of the chart itself, it's doing a lot better. So let's zoom back to the 4-hour. And let's take a look at the options. So at this time of the day, the options in terms of the call volume, it has reset to 0 at this time of the day. But what I did is took a screenshot of it. So let's take a peek. I took a screenshot earlier, seeing that I knew that I'm going to record this video a bit later. So the call volume actually came in lower than expected. That's 14,000 calls that came in. The open interest for this week, 14,000. For next week, 15,000. And guys, the 21st of April, I'm not sure what will be happening, but huge interest for the stock, for the options, 105,000, guys. Huge interest at that time. So by that, I think that we should get a pop-up, because we have been through this before, and I did predict, based on the option interest, when the stock would pop. So by then, the stock should be running. So if we take a look at the chart, we can see that the RSI, it's still a bit over, coming down to the oversold territory, but it's almost neutral, but coming a bit down to the oversold territory. And the MACD is now bearish. So I think overall, with all the news, that's the good news that is coming in from Mullen. I think we should get another pop-up to try and retest the 1690. So let's see what happens for the next couple of days, guys. But overall, I think Mullen is building in terms of its foundation, having getting the right people in, having the news now being provided to us, and it's never too late. We would have hoped we have gotten these news before, but it's never too late. But guess what, guys? This is a chance for you guys to get the stock at a very cheap price. Not financial advice, guys, but as I mentioned before, I doubled down and I will keep watching to see how the stock moves. And, I'm looking for great things. All right, guys, so this is kind of what I have for you today. Sorry about the long video, but I want to make sure that you don't miss anything. So as usual, if you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to hit the like button. Take care, guys.